and gentlemen, welcome to Game On. Before we start, the language warning, this is an adult show. Anybody under the age of, over the age of 60 must be accompanied by a minor. And tonight, I'd like to, before we start, pay tribute to our stage manager, Lisa Shrimp Trickett, who did this amazing set for us tonight. Lisa, thank you. And Stuart on sound and lighting, who at the very last moment managed to find a technician to put some light on it tonight. So, well done to go to get the visuals. Tonight we have a mystery guest, a public intellectual, a towering man, a national living treasure, and a man being talked about as possibly an opening batsman and future Australian captain. Please welcome Anthony Ackroyd. Tonight we have Martin Pearson, John Thompson and Fiona Norman, as well as Anthony Ackroyd, and our first game is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? In which our contestants try very hard to come up with a plausible, judged by your applause, plausible account for the situation that I give them. The very first one...
That would be an plausible account.
An plausible account. And they do get points. And they get points deducted. So the very first one is, what is the question if the answer is 677 ukulele players?
What's guarding the river Styx?
How far have you got with your extended version of the 12 Days of Christmas?
Define kindling.
How many ukulele players does it take to guarantee one in-tune string?
What is hell?
Who will almost certainly play Over the Rainbow?
Why shouldn't cousins marry?
Tell me the image from your dream and I will tell you if you are too highly strung.
With what?
The eye, the mystery guest.
With what can you construct a rough and ready retaining wall?
Who will, if you laid them end to end, would be a lot more comfortable?
Oh, John said rough and ready.
Thank you very much. I'll give you the answer. The number of players in far north Queensland who attempted to break the world record this year for the largest ukulele ensemble. Unfortunately, the North Queenslanders failed. Cairns played host to the 677 ukulele players. They were trying to beat the United States, but they still hold the record for 851 ukulele players. That's not the horrifying thought. The horrifying thought is that mass ukulele ensemble won that title by playing endless rounds of Billy Ray Cyrus's Achy Breaky Heart.
That sounds good on the ukulele.
That's incredible. I can't imagine 677 ukulele players somehow ending in disappointment.
Now, was that the American ones played Achy Breaky Heart?
Yes.
So what did the Cairns ones play?
Well, they didn't quite get it together because they weren't going to play until they'd broken the record.
Well, that's just unsporting. It's not really
You can see security at airports right across the country as they assemble and go on their cheap Virgin flights to go to Cairns. And all the security guards saying, no, go on, tell me, it's a ukulele.
It's not when you win or lose, it's when you play the ukulele.
I have the Chipmunks version of Achy Breaky Heart.
We are enriched
It's
by
pretty
the
amazing.
Do you remember Pinky and Perky?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I actually thought for a while that I was hallucinating that during my childhood. There's some kind of glue that on the airfix models.
I had that too, and they play white horses on it, which is quite entertaining.
Congratulations. That's one that always sticks with me.
Yeah.
And they've re-released Pinky and Perky as an animation, which I think is wrong. They should be on streams like that, as they always were.
Well, let us purge the thought of ukuleles from our mind.
And Pinky and Perky.
And yes, and thank you. Take a deep breath and move on to the second one. If the answer is 230,000 Japanese centenarians, what is the question?
The invite list to your birthday party. That's a point off, isn't it?
That's 2 points off.
What Ricky Ponting really wishes he had, in a confused kind of way.
Who, in the jungles of Papua New Guinea, do not yet realise the war is over.
Go on, I won't be shocked. What is your sexual fantasy?
In the extended remix of the 12 Days of Christmas.
With what can you construct a rough and ready retain?
230,000 Japanese? Yeah.
Who are the descendants of the lost legion of Rome?
Well, that's deep.
Yeah, wow.
What is the most difficult jigsaw puzzle ever?
Who will soon have to switch from eating whale meat to gummy shark?
Who visited the Gold Coast last Christmas?
And what can we expect on the grand final of Iron Chef?
The secret ingredient?
You have to boil them for hours.
Tell me what they're tasting.
Have some teeth in mine.
That's lucky. The answer, in fact, is because the Japanese pride themselves on their longevity. They were forced to do some national rethinking and soul-searching after they looked at their database and found that 230,000 people listed as being over the age of 100 were unaccounted for. Missing. The government then launched a nationwide audit of family registers and found more than 230,000 who had reached 3 figures were either dead or missing. But they also discovered that nearly 1,000 people that they couldn't find should be over 150 years old.
It's searched them. I mean, they can't get away very fast.
Come back here.
Tokyo's largest balls.
Here's one.
And the third question in this series.
Please.
What is the question if the answer is £9,500?
How much actual cash does how much actual cash does Britain still have?
What does my towel weigh?
And how much Botox would you like, Miss Minogue? Danny, not Kylie. Come on.
I did a Kylie joke last night. Didn't go well. They're closet Kylie fans.
They're not very closet ones.
No, they're not. They're actually just out and proud.
Did you shoot a letter from the lawyer?
What the hell is a closet Kylie?
It's a mango.
Closet Kylie.
Yeah. Your neighbours can buy.
£9,500 is the combined weight of the average American classroom.
9,500 pounds is the amount that you could have won if you put 50p on Ricky Ponting losing the Ashes 3 times. That's a joke.
How much in sterling would it cost you now to buy an Australian dollar?
And And after living next to the nuclear facility for 6 months, how much did your goldfish weigh? It's cutting-edge social satire. People get good.
How much flour goes with 19,000 cups of milk and 1,583 dozen eggs?
To make what?
A hell of a lot of packets.
If you boiled up 230,000 Japanese septuagenarians, how much blubber would you get?
The answer, in fact, there was a toilet.
That's not it.
That's not it, unfortunately. There's a toilet belonging to John Lennon. It was sold at auction in Liverpool a few weeks ago for £9,500. That's 10 times what they had thought they would get for it. And John Lennon personally used this porcelain lavatory, which was painted with blue flowers and a blue border on the rim and face when he lived at Tittenhurst Park in Berkshire. £9,500 for a loo, that's not bad.
Was it clean?
Or were they after DNA?
Was it empty?
It would have been if they moved it to the auction house, because the bottom would fall out when you looked at it.
Of the market?
So imagine it would be worth more if it were clean.
The very last question and answer in this round, what is the question if the answer is, and this is a difficult one, a scientific one, what is the question if the answer is bat sex and whale snot?
That what?
Bat sex. And it's a new concept for you, John. I'll get you up. Bat sex.
Is this another Ricky Ponting game?
Bat sex and whale snot.
That's Björk's latest album.
It's the title of the unsuccessful children's book written by Johnny Groffman.
What is the least successful name ever for a firm of solicitors?
Would you like to see Mr. Snot on that, sir?
The cover after the fact.
So what are the ingredients in a chicken McNugget?
Don't speak on the best.
I haven't known the primary source for Japanese snack food.
If Christ had been born in New Zealand, what would the wise men have taken him?
I'm just trying to imagine the third wise man who's standing there going, and I brought the sex.
I bought the batch. This will work out, my lord.
What are really bad names for a girl?
Simple one. Camel scrotum, that's unusual. What are the twins called?
What were Michael Hutchins' other children called?
What removes stubborn stains from leather upholstery?
If raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens are Julie Andrews' favourite things, what was Ozzy Osbourne's favourite?
Japanese centenarian. Lots of ukuleles.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
I should remind Anthony
I had a
doesn't
lonely feeling then.
Anthony doesn't know this, but we actually have the horn of death, which if anyone strays too far, you have been warned. 2 winners of this year's Ig Nobel prizes for the most strange contributions to scientific research. Whale snot? Well, it was an idea to use a remote-controlled helicopter to collect whale snot, and it won the engineering prize for a British-Mexican team with a project with the authentically geeky title, a novel, non-invasive tool for disease surveillance of free-ranging whales and its relevance to conservation programs. That was the whale snot, and the other one was a Chinese-British team of researchers who walked off with the biology prize for revealing to the world documentary evidence of fellatio in fruit bats.
And do you know why? Because they eat a lot of pineapple.
Would you care to elucidate, elaborate?
Apparently, I found out last year I was sick because I have the boots with the fruit on. Woo! And someone informed me at Martin's FYI morning show that if you eat pineapple, apparently it makes your vaginal excretion taste delicious. Ooh, I know. So apparently lesbians are mad for it. So anybody here wants to, rev things up at home, hoe into the pineapple.
I can just see pineapple sales going through the roof.
And surely it would make sense that the fruit bats.
But do not use the rough end.
We'll be passing out trays.
At the end of that round,
Each to their own, Anthony, each to their own.
At the end of that round, yes, Anthony and Martin on 9 points.
Yeah.
And Fiona and John on 7.
Yeah. Good up to me, Martin.
Fiona and John, or Fiona particularly, has a chance now to make a great comeback because the next round is called Off the Cuff, in which I will tell Fiona a particular phrase or word and she will tell us all about it, and it's up to you to decide whether she is just talking off the cuff because she has the knowledge or she is bluffing. The others, of course, can call her bluff if they think she is bluffing and have a go back at her. So Fiona's got Norman, tell us everything we need to know about Dwyle flonking.
Well, it's interesting that you should ask that, actually, Sandy, because Dwyle flonking is it's one of those long-lost medieval activities. It was back in the days of witch burning and dunking them for in the water to see whether if you drown you're a witch. You're not a witch. That's right. Those were the days. Whereas Dwyle flonking was actually something that was applied to men who are suspected of being wizards. And
Can I interrupt, Sandy? Because I've never heard of such utter rubbish, ladies and gentlemen. Dwyle flogging.
Flonking.
Yeah, I just want to be sure because that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Dwyle's way of the out,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Now, Dwyle flonking, there's probably people who suffer from it, is the perception in the inner ear that you're hearing achy, breaky heart being played on a stringed instrument.
851 string instrument.
At least. And it's very painful, ladies and gentlemen. I'm suffering from it right now. And I have a vision of Billy Ray Cyrus in front of me. And
Anthony, I think you'll find that you're wrong. It's so obviously an American derivation, what was originally a German word, referring to giving people failing grades if you assume them to be of below average height.
You're right about the American derivation, but it's actually named after the man Dwyle, who was the Midwest's greatest dressmaker, which got him shot several times in 9 or 10 different towns. But he was famous for making, because he actually got shot in the extremities quite often, he lost both of his arms, and so he had to sew with his teeth. And the garments were reduced to something more like a sack with no holes. So you just had to wear them over your head, like a bag, in fact, all the way down to the knees.
But see, that's very interesting because that's actually what was used in Dwyle flonking back in the Middle Ages, where they would tie the wizard in one of those very bags and then flonk him.
Maybe he was named after the bag later on.
It's quite possible.
His parents were prescient.
And what lucky then went into that trade, if that is in fact the case.
Only thing he was born for it.
Dwyle flonking, ladies and gentlemen.
From way back.
Martin, if you would, please. The audience needs to know Dwyle flonking, and I hate to, it's a bizarre sexual practice that is illegal in parts of Queensland and certain states of the United States. And you've probably seen that bizarre kind of snuff film trilogy, Flonk by Dwyle. And it's just wrong in so many ways. And, I just think we should move on from it. And someone should interrupt me because really...
Thank you. Does anyone believe anyone? No! Then let me enlighten you. And bear with me because this is fascinating.
How come they vote for which they don't believe least?
Yeah.
Does anyone even mildly believe John?
Yes, he said yes. You've got a couple of
Your wife voted for you. And your second wife. What about Anthony? Anyone vote for Anthony?
No, which one of these? Come on.
Thank you, us young fans. And for Martin?
Don't be stupid.
And Fiona.
A Japanese.
Well, in fact, you are very bright because you are nearest to being right as Fiona was, because Dwyer flonking is an ancient English pub game. There are many of these, by the way, very strange ones. Marrow dangling. Passing
That was the title of the other film.
Passing the squad. Portuguese sardine racing, conga cuddling, rhubarb thrashing, and Dwyer flonking. Dwyer flonking is played by 2 teams of 12 players. The fielding team gathers in a circle known as a girter, enclosing one member of the other team in the centre. The flonker, the man in the middle, holds a broom handle called a dribbler, on top of which is a beer-soaked rag called the Dwyer.
Sounds like the Australian cricket team.
Isn't there after that
At a given go signal, the circle dances round the flonker, who attempts to flick or flonk the Dwyer to hit the people dancing around the outside. If he hits them on the head, it's 3 points, known as a wanton. If he hits them on the body, known as a martha, it's 2 points, and just 1 point for a leg strike, known as a ripple.
What about your mouth?
After 2 shots, listen up, after 2 shots, the flonker, if he hasn't scored, must sit in the middle and be swodged, which is to drink an entire chamber pot of ale. And the game goes on until everyone's had a turn at being in the middle, or if no one can still stand upright. Give it up for Dwyer flonking.
Actually, Sandy, I'd like to change my story. I think that Dwyer flonking was Billy Ray Cyrus's unsuccessful second album.
I'm going to stop while you're ahead because you and John are now on 15 points.
You know,
You saw Dwyer flonking at last year's National.
yes, I'm sure I did.
They Dwyer
and
the
yet-
national, did they?
And yet I blocked it out somehow.
And at the end of that round, Anthony and Martin on 12 points. Give them a hand.
Billy Ray Cyrus's second album was a goth album. He went and made a goth album.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
What was it called?
That's sex. And something else.
I thought you had a gag there and I was stopping.
No, it was good.
Oh, really? That's it.
No, bad sex, but I like it. Sorry,
You like
so
it.
it's true.
There's such thing as bad sex.
We are now moving on to...
You sound very certain.
We are now...
Just because they said no to you, John.
Is that another of your hang-ups, Joe?
Yeah. Eat more pineapple. Oh.
Now we come to the heavily intellectual middle of the game. In a game called Lost in Translation. And Fiona is going to have a chat with Anthony
Hi, Anthony.
in Swedish.
Oh.
And so that you can understand, John will translate on this side and Martin will translate on this side. Please give them a topic. Give me a topic.
Underwear.
That's it.
That's it, yeah. So feeling the on that path. Okay, we beginning?
Yes.
Ik vind het wel belangrijk, ja, Anthony.
G'day.
Fiona. Ook een dame die is doen.
Fiona, my life's full of ups and downs.
Ons kind, hoe is je laag hoe dat?
Just imagine how bad it would be if you were a bat with a thing for pineapple.
Toisensätze ist so Rolanda.
Well, at least when I look at you, I am reminded of that great fruit.
And she did Anthony. Oh, she knows.
Well, Anthony, I look forward to the day when the strings of your pumpkin soup can be found between my teeth.
What sound about that? Che studio Fiona da te da un po'
Fiona, it's a tempting offer, but I have some hydraulic engineering here.
And now, so many of the Swedish people in the audience are confused. We thought we'd better change the roles so that the translator now becomes the speaker and so on either team. But we need a new language. Would someone please suggest a language?
Hungarian. Italian.
Italian. Thank you very much indeed. And the subject? Gelati. And let's start with Martin.
Hey!
Fiat Bambino?
That's a large gelati you have there.
It's a man with the... Hey!
I got it from Billy Ray Cyrus.
I've been searching for a new gelati recipe. Perhaps you could share it with me.
It's mine, all mine, you bastardo.
La regina di tutti i gelati, la bella donna pesca.
Oh, go on.
Tutti frutti magnifico Venezia! Malo rosso! Posto di messicana! With my hand up.
Have you ever found a horse's head in your bed while eating gelato? Oh, I bit my hand.
Yes. If that's what it takes.
Such a difficult language, Italian, it really is.
I thought you did remarkably well, remarkably well, and the translations were so accurate. At the end of that round, Fiona and John on 18 points. Anthony and Martin on 18 points. It's getting tight. I would like you now to read.
Let's get back to accents.
I would like you please to take the red envelopes in front of you, open them and read the contents.
All right.
For those of you who have not seen this game before called Word of the Day, each contestant's envelope contains a word, and one of them contains the word and the correct meaning. But only one of them. So what the contestants have to do in about 30 seconds is write a plausible dictionary definition that's good enough to fool you that it's the correct one. So in a moment I'll get them to read them out with straight faces, if that's possible, and we'll get you to vote. If you vote for a bogus one, if someone has been so clever that they fooled you, that person will get a bonus of 30 points tonight.
What's that?
With the person who put the spider on Martin, please go and sit in the naughty corner.
Oh my God!
We paid stage management an awful lot for that spider, thanks.
It's behind you.
I would like you now to listen to their explanations of the word, and the word tonight is Barmecide. The word is Barmecide, B-A-R-M-E-C-I-D-E, Barmecide. Let's start with Fiona.
Sure, let's start with me. It's actually Barmecide, and it is a warming Scottish medicinal beverage for bands who have a wee cold.
Sounds plausible.
John?
It's a thing which isn't in fact real, but seems at first to be promisingly so.
Deep.
But isn't.
Story of my life.
Is that it, John?
See career.
Martin Pearson.
A simple chemical used in clearing up algal bloom or fungal infections, that kind of thing.
Thank you. And Anthony?
Barmecide is the slaughter of fanatical English cricket supporters.
I would like you
It's a crime.
to vote for the one that you think is telling the truth. First of all, was Anthony telling the truth?
No. Shame.
Was Martin? Yes! Can I have a show of hands for Martin, please? Martin was telling the truth on the front side. What about John Thompson?
It's got a dissonance first.
And Fiona? Well, in fact, in fact, Martin gets 30 bonus points for fooling you. Barmecide is in fact an illusory or imaginary, therefore disappointing thing or person, something other. And it comes incidentally from the book The 1001 Nights. I don't know if you remember the story of the Barber's Tale.
I only remember 999 of them.
Never in the last two.
In which a guy proceeds to make a series of imaginary dishes, pretending that they are actually something else. So, John Thompson had the correct one, but give Martin a big round of applause.
You want to get special extra points for being successfully deceitful. That's 1 point for however many of them there are.
We're getting encouraged to lie to these people.
Yay!
Do I get extra points for telling the people what they wanted to hear?
At the end of that round,
Populous nonsense.
Can anyone see the spider?
Anthony and Martin are on 52, Fiona and John are on 39.
A second!
It's like English cricket.
Round 5 is is one of the most popular rounds for some inexplicable reason. It's also the silliest round. It's called Quack Like a Duck. Hands up those who all have heard and played Quack Like a Duck before, or have heard it. Thank you. For those of you who haven't, we're going to start off with Martin and John being the singers, and they are going to sing one at a time to their teammates using only the sound of an animal supplied by you. Please, animals that actually make noises would be helpful. Mosquito was difficult last night.
No crocodiles or giraffes.
Crocodiles. So let's start with John singing to Fiona, and in the voice of a baboon. Thank you. A baboon. Yes. You have 1 minute, John.
I've started.
That was an egg. Come on. I heard that coming out of a tent last night.
I want your sex.
I want your bad sex.
Second one, John.
Is there a vet in the house?
John, 10 seconds, last one.
I thought the space on the no. Oh, is this the real life? Is that the Bohemian Rhapsody? Bohemian Rhapsody?
No.
No points. We go to Martin and Anthony.
Where's the second one? Where's the second one? Hall of the Mountain King.
The second one was Don't You Read Your Girlfriend was online.
The third one was you
I know what boys like.
that one.
Yeah, I know what boys like.
Yes.
And the first one was Don't You Want Me Baby. I was making my big move here.
Sounds so much like Nicky Broken Heart.
In words that I hope you understand.
You should have just shown her your enormous blue bottom.
Works well, actually.
I was going to say that in a second.
Yeah, don't peek too early.
Moving on.
You should choose songs that have tunes to them.
That's a radical thought. We need an animal for Martin. Yes, French poodle. French poodle.
I heard peek.
Okay. No, French poodle.
I'm just hitting the whole warming up.
Your time starts now.
Yeah, woof, 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 woof,
Happy birthday.
woof, 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 woof. You woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof.
Don't you want me, baby?
Go to the next one. Woof, 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 woof.
Old man poodle.
10 seconds.
Woof, 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 woof.
So much better. And 2, I'm yet to identify.
What were they, Martin?
You had, anyone? No. American Pie was in the middle there somewhere. And Unchained Melody.
Cool, Unchained. Oh, beautiful.
So now we move.
The words what? You give up straight business.
We now move to Fiona. We need an animal, please. An owl. Thank you very much
I think
indeed.
they just said
Someone's uncircumcised.
The spider's eating another guest.
And Fiona, your time starts now.
The wings.
Mission Impossible.
George! And 10 seconds.
I am woman, give me roar.
What were they, Fiona?
Your hole.
Yes? I am woman, watch me hoot.
Anthony and Martin, 55 points. Fiona and John, 43. Yeah.
Doesn't Anthony get to sing too much?
Yes, he does. Now. Sleep.
Just
We need a language.
That was quite handy for you to go on.
We need like the seagull.
A pig.
Goldfish. Goldfish.
Time starts now.
Can't stop. Oink, oink, oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, oink, oink.
Just like being able to be close to you.
Yes. Oink, 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 oink.
We will rock you. We will rock you.
Oink, oink, oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, oink, oink. Oink, 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 oink.
Still have a fair one.
Yes.
10 seconds.
Oink, 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 oink.
Rudolph.
Oink, oink, oink. Oink, 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 oink.
Time's up.
Oink, 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 oink. Oink, oink, oink.
I just said that. Well, hold your hand.
Oink, 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 oink.
Thank you. You can start now.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Pighound. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. It's probably truffles. I just why do pigs suddenly appear every time around here? Just like me, they want to be colossal.
59 points. 43 points. The penultimate round is the quickfire limerick round.
What happens here?
And the quickfire limerick round is that I will give them a topic. One person over here, called Fiona, will start.
Okay.
And the next line will come from John. The middle 2 lines will come from Martin. And the grand finale will come from Anthony. And then we'll slip around the circle. And your subject, should you care to go there, is
Yes.
cheese.
Cheese. There was a young man from Edom, or Edam.
Which one? Edom. There was a young man from Edom whose advisors he never would heed him.
They bossed him around until he had found.
He could stew them up and eat them. slightly cannibalistic term.
Yeah, lovely, lovely touch. I thought. And John Thompson, your subject is fruit.
Please don't give me orange.
There once was a fruit that I liked.
It was orange and on the top spiked.
It was a weird-looking thing, but it used to make me sing.
So I stuck it on top of a pike.
I think that deserved a smattering.
It was a smattering.
Smattering.
Yeah, it was a smattering.
There was like,
And Martin, your topic should come as no surprise, wine.
I don't mind a bottle or two.
Of a Chardonnay from Timbuktu.
Be it cheeky or nosy, with a sweet little posy.
But it's shit compared to home brew.
Oh, I'm on fire.
Yes. Anthony Ackroyd.
Yes.
Pickles.
Gazettos.
Pickles. Sometimes they're small and green.
As long as they can always be seen.
I've got them in a jar, I keep them in the car.
They warm up. They warm. No, that doesn't scan.
They're shit compared to home brew. It's a winner. It's a winner.
They pickle my inner being. I killed a child with that line. It was very bad.
Yeah, they smell something obscene.
There's no
My
spiders.
favourite band is Ween.
They do nasty things to my spleen.
Go instead.
This. You're still getting laughs.
That kid is loving it. And I like Mr. Bean. That's what I tolerate.
All right. And also, I like Mr. Bean.
And it's shit compared to home brew. Okay.
At the end of that round,
Yes.
60 points. At the end of that round, 61 points.
It's almost as if you made it close to make it more exciting. But I know they're the legitimate score. So
That is absolutely. The final round is a little bit of mayhem because we need to put the microphone up, Martin, if you could do that, please. In the middle of the stage.
It's going to be a pretty impressive final round. We've got 240 points last night.
It's a low-scoring game tonight, John.
Don't play last.
I will make suggestions for lines that could have, should have, or maybe shouldn't have been used in particular situations. And the contestants, it's up to them to make their way to the microphone and get in as many one-liners as they can. Huge rounds of applause. People falling in the mud will gain bonus points. So if you really are madly on one team's side, rolling in the mud on their behalf is probably a good career move.
Start rolling now.
If you would like to get yourself standing, ready to move to the microphone, we're going to start off with a rather difficult one. And the subject I'd like you to give us your one-liners about unfortunate answering machine messages. Unfortunate answering machine messages.
Some quick notes. Yeah, Luke, mate, it's dark. Something I needed to tell you, mate. Me and your mum,
Hi, this is Ricky Ponting. I'm out right now.
Hi, you've reached the Jesuits. Give us a child before the age of 7. Come on.
appreciate your call, particularly as I have terminal... Too dark.
Hi, it's Michael Hutchins here. I'll answer my phone right now. I'm hanging out in my hotel room.
Bananas, global warming, slanting-eyed ideologues, amos, you've reached Bob Catter's phone.
Hi, ladies. You've reached Anthony. What were your other two wishes?
Hello, this is Richard Nixon. Hello? Is this thing taping?
I can't come to the phone because I'm strapped down in my bedroom wearing a gimp mask. Leave a message after the moan.
Hi, this is Julian Assange. Can't come to the phone right now because I'm having oral sex with two Swedish women for the next fortnight. I call them my licky weeks.
Thank you very much. Our next topic. Thank you. Topic number 2. Oh, use my honk, all right, John. John wants me to use the honk. Thank you. Yes, next bit. Things you shouldn't say to Ricky Ponting.
God. So, what are you doing next summer?
Have you considered dwell flonking?
Gilchrist would walk.
Ricky, ever tried bowling?
Man, I know you were paid to throw the cane, but this is embarrassing.
The retirement prospects in Tasmania look very rosy.
No, look, I think it's all good. You know, you could go into a career in television. You know, maybe the Biggest Loser or Weakest Link.
Good news, Ricky. Meet the new spearhead for our pace attack, John Howard.
Has anyone ever told you you look just like George Negus?
All right, let's go to an even more difficult one. Things you don't want to find in your partner's pocket.
The One Ring.
Another man's cue ball.
Tony Abbott's Speedos.
A roll of film marked St Kilda Football Club.
A functioning black hole.
A human head.
Tapioca.
Chloroform.
A third hand.
Used food.
A how to vote card for One Nation.
Bat sex and whale song.
An application form for a timeshare apartment on Christmas Island.
The Vienna Boys Jesus!
But it's shit compared to homebrew. Still works, John.
Yourself.
A photo of your mother. Naked.
A photo of your mother naked with a mustache drawn on it.
And the final round tonight, lines you do not want to hear from your defense lawyer.
Hey, I've got your manslaughter charge upgraded to murder. Fuck off, Wiggy.
Hi, my name is John Thompson.
It turns out, Mr. Newton, that you may have misinterpreted the phrase to hit on a woman.
Now remind me again, are we for or against?
So, are you going to want me at the actual trial?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to admit that that boy is sexy.
It turns out that contract you made with Satan is binding.
The defense rests.
Of course he did it. Look at him.
Yes, you were holidaying in Bangkok, but it turns out that 8 is unbelievable.
Lord, who amongst us has not had sex with a small furry animal?
Good morning, Mr. Smith, or should I say, murdering scum!
And finally, before sentencing my client, I'll ask you to take into account his well-known propensity for violence and the ready availability of your honour's address.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it turns out that J.K. Rowling has taken a dim view of your proposed pornographic trio of films based on her works, The Sorcerer's Bone, The Prisoner of Azkaban, and The Whomping Willow of the Forbidden Forest.
And I call my final witness, 677 ukulele players.
Listen, I know things look bad, but don't worry. Me and Mr. Briefcase here have got you covered. Say hello, Mr. Briefcase.
The insanity is unbelievable. At the end of that, the scores for Fiona and John, 263. For Anthony and Martin, 260. The winners tonight. We would like to thank the sound and lighting and stage management people. We'd like to thank Fiona Scott Norman, John Thompson, Martin Pearson, and the opening batsman, Anthony Ackroyd. Tomorrow, same place, same time. Good night.